All these lies and delusions wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened. All these lies and delusions wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened. All these lies and delusions wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened. Clear my mind and my soul. Gave me a new man. Oh, made me whole. I'll rise up. I'll be a new light. I am awakened. I am awakened. All these lies and delusions wake me up, show me a new dawn. Open your eyes, rise, children of light. I am awakened, I am awakened. Israelites journey.
Shalom, fam. Hope everybody's well. Shalom to the whole house of Israel. Shalom, Brother Kadar. How you doing today, brother?
Doing pretty good. Shalom.
Awesome, awesome. Peace and blessings to the whole family, to the whole house of Israel, northern and southern kingdom, to the dispersed, the real Jews, the true Jews, according to the book. Not what man say, not what the Khazars say, not what the 1948 people say, but what the book say who the people are. I greet all of you in the name of our Father, and we love his Son, and we also love the Spirit. I greet you. The Father says he's the Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He also says he appeared before Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And before we get into it, we're going to jump right into it. But brother, how you doing on this today? And we know we don't celebrate anybody's birthdays or anything like that, but today was the beloved's Martin Luther King's birthday today, and we are going to be discussing him a little bit today. But I do want to say this: contrary to any of the narratives, the brother loved his people so that he put his life on the line. What the book say about that? What y'all? One of y'all find that precept and drop it in here. You laid down your life for a friend. Drop that precept in there. Y'all know where it's at. Y'all go get it for your bro. See, what you think about that, Brother Kadar?
Yes, I'd like to say shalom, blessings. We thanks to the Most High Yahweh, to the Messiah Yahweh Shai, to all of you on salt of the earth. Yes, it's an honor, giving honor where honors due. No, we don't look at his birthday as a holiday or something like that. But the brother really did love his people. And at the end of his life, before he left here, he realized, that segregation really wasn't so bad.
Yes, that's a good word. We gonna get into that, because the title of today's topic. Well, before we get into the topic, I got to greet the family. What's good with it, fam? You know your bro really appreciate you. Number one, you could be like how my mindset was, oh yeah, I gotta watch the playoff game. And yes, I still watch NFL football because those are people out there playing, and I still watch it. But yeah, you could be watching the playoffs, or you could be doing something, whatever it is that you could be doing right now. There's a myriad of millions of different things, but you decided to join us, and I thank you. So we're gonna do as we customarily do. We're gonna greet all of our family that's in the chat, starting with the brother who's always in first place when we do shows, Brother Darnell Blackshear. Peace and blessings to you, brother. Jason Phillip McCauley, James 1 and 1. James, a servant of the Father and of our of Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. Khan, the 12 tribes, the true people of the book. That's who he was talking to. He was talking to those people that's the dispersed. He say all the nations where he sent you. He sent you all over the earth, and even outside and inside, according to the book. Greetings, Cindy Carr. Greetings to you, sis. Sister Shawana Hall, shalom and blessings to you. Albany, Georgia, what's good? Peace and blessings. Good to see you. Good to see you. Donovan Ben Judah, peace and blessings to you, brother. Optimal Training, hope all is well, and peace and blessings to you. Sister Sarita, shalom. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well with you. Diana Gardner Young says, hope all is well. Thank you. Shalom. Peace and blessings to the SOTEP family. All praises to the Most High. All praises, God. All praises to the Father. All praises is due to Him. Where would we be without the Father? Don't you think that if the Father didn't have us, like He said in His book, I would yet choose Israel, that we would not be here today? These enemies, the enemies, the principalities, powers, and the rulers, plus these wicked nations, would have been destroyed us and wiped us off the map. So we do praise the Father and we thank Him. Sister Cece, shalom family. May the Most High be with you all and bless you all. Khan, peace and blessings. We say Khan to that. Linya Yisrael, shalom family. Shalom sis. Good to see you. Yvette Rivera, shalom family. Good to see you, sis. My sultry sounds, you've been missing in action, but shalom to you. Good to see you. Hope all is well. James Evans, good to see you. Shalom, peace and blessing. Linda Ricks, good to see you, family. Hope all is well. Sister Born Bold, hope all is well to you. Hope you have been well. Nisi Lewis, peace and blessings to you, sis. Hope you are doing well. Obadiah Prince, peace and blessings to you. Hope you're having a wonderful and blessed evening. And Rio Morgan, shalom to you, brother. Hope all is well with you. So, fam, today's topic is America has gone away backwards. And the question also is, have you come out of her? So with America going away backwards, it's actually a play on words, because America was never going forward. This nation was only supposed to be the whipping post for Israel, and that's all it was. And that's all it was meant to be. It wasn't meant for nothing else. It's a heathen construct that we built, and it was used to get our minds and put us in check to see how far we have fallen from the Father. But this great awakening that we're part of has opened our eyes to see that, hey, you know what? The Father is with us. And according to what the books say, He says He would yet choose Israel. So He's choosing us, family. But when you look at the phrase, America has gone away backwards, America literally is going backwards. We are living in a time where what happened in our past and what happened in our history is coming back to the forefront. People, not the book. You hear the phrase that if you don't know your history, you are destined to repeat it. And that's one of the reasons why we tried to share things with the family. And our history is out there, even though we don't know all of it. Things like what we brought with Red Summer and white evangelicals and all those other topics that we brought. We wanted to get you aligned with history because America is going backwards. It's not going away backwards. It's going backwards. And so what that should do for us is that, number one, we need to align ourselves with the Father and His will. And then number two, it should put us in a mind frame that, okay, although things are going backwards and we're seeing these things happen before our eyes, What it should do is it should not only get us ready, but it should also have us in a mindset where we're actually preparing our mind, body, and spirit to not only see Mashiach, because we are going to see him. I believe that we are going to see him. I believe that according to the book, this generation. That's what the book say. And y'all know the rest of that. You can go get that precept. You can go get it. This generation will not pass away till all things be fulfilled. We got some more people that came in, so I'm going to go ahead and greet them too. Let's see. Hey, Real Morgan. Hey, Kadar Real Morgan says you got a little bit of echo, so you might want to check that. Hassan Ben Yah, peace and blessings to you. Image of Shiloh, Shalom, fam. Peace and blessings to you. Anayah Bat Shalom, peace and blessings to you. Lifted up, Yah, Shalom, peace and blessings. Deborah Cotton C21, Shalom, peace and blessings. Look like one of Jackson 5 on that picture. Born Bo John 15:13, greater love have no man than that, than a man lay down his life. That's the one I was looking for, sis. Brother can call him. I can go find him, but I want y'all to find him for me if I call it. Bring it out. Because that's book right there. That's what we go by. We don't go by nothing what Cleo say, nothing what nobody say, but it's got to come from the book. And you should be able to find what I say in the book. If I say something that's not in the book, call me a liar and tell me to get the bleep off YouTube. Shalom, Brother Hal. Good to see you, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Come out of her, my people, Israel. Khan. Deja vu. Shalom, shalom, sis. Hope all is well with you today. Hope all is well with the family. Man, the family, Baptist Israel, why are a lot of you using Hebrew? Okay, so here's what we're going to do with you, brother. You know why a lot of us are using Hebrew? Is for you not to worry about it. You can go bye-bye. All right? I don't have no tolerance for a heathen asking me questions. A heathen don't have a right to ask me questions about the book or nothing else because it's not yours. It don't belong to you. And that's the same, how I just did that person, it's the same exact way I was on the streets. I had no tolerance for the heathen. Why? Because I don't have to.
That's right.
I don't have to have no tolerance for them. Oh, yeah, he's straight been blocked. Baptist Joshua. Get the H out of here. We don't got no time for no heathen trying to tell me anything about the book because you can't talk to me about the book. Observe deprogram. Shalom. Good to see you, fam. So we're going to get into it. Thanks for everyone for joining. And now I'm going to jump back into it because I have to always greet the family as you guys come in. We family where he was no way. That's what I'm talking about. And that's the mindset. You know, it's a beautiful thing that I'm seeing now. And I'm seeing that the dry bones has already been assembled. The muscles is coming on the dry bones. But a beautiful thing, two things I notice about our family. One, we're not talking about no forgive. Get the hell out of there with that. And sorry if you're offended by me saying the H word, but get the hell out of here with that. Ain't nobody forgiving nothing. You harm one of our family, then your family, I hope they get the needle, and I hope your grandparents get the needle. Okay? That's how we think over here. And another thing is, we done stopped praying for this wicked nation. You stop praying for this nation to open up where the Most High can do what he want to do his will, according to what the book say he gonna do to this nation. Huh? That's what I love. That's what I love about Israel. I see Israel spitting fire on every video that's coming out now. And it could be about baking cakes. And you'll see Israel dropping precepts and spitting fire on the heathen. And that's a beautiful thing. It's a great time to be alive right now. I tell you that. It's a great time to be alive. So America has gone away backwards. And like I was saying earlier, you can look at the timeline. And I'm going to take one period. I'll take the period of the Depression. Now, you notice something that I've never heard nobody talk about this. During the time of the Depression, our people were prospering. I'm going to say it again. You go back and look at the time of the Depression, our people were prospering. And you had the Spanish flu. You had that flu thing. I believe it was the Spanish flu or somewhere around that time frame. You had that. You had our people prospering. They was the ones that was in depression. They don't tell you that that was part of the reason why they destroyed. They was jealous of our cities that we was building and how we was rocking out. Even though the land that they promised us, they was giving the people that's coming, the immigrants that was coming in, they was giving white immigrants all free land. But when it came to us, oh no, nigga, you don't get nothing.
That's right.
That's what they doing. That's what they always been doing. That's right. And no, I don't. And see, that's a lie. That's a lie, born boy. And you know, I'm using this as an example. We know that's a lie because here's the thing: ain't nobody hate them. If you bring out truth, then they gonna say, "Oh, you're too far left, or you're a communist, or you're a Marxist." No, we just telling the truth. That's all we doing. So. America, we know, has gone away backwards. America was never forwards to begin with. There's never nothing forward about this nation. And we all know that America was a whipping post, one of the whipping posts to get some act right in Israel. So now, brother, I want you to jump into, let's talk about Martin Luther King for a second, because off the rip, we don't prescribe to the Republican Democrat paradigm. Matter of fact, so-called Israelites, so-called African Americans, so-called blacks, so-called colored, so-called Negro, and whatever byword, coon, porch monkey, moon cricket, whatever you can think of, those people need to get their own political party and stop voting for this Republican Democrat. We put our own people in office because, number one, they don't know how many of us is here. They have never known how many of us here. Put a one up if you did not fill out the census. Put a one up if you did not do the census, because I know for a fact that I know I didn't. I never have. I haven't done that for the last several decades. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. Do I still have an echo?
No, you good now. I hear you loud and clear. You great. You good money now.
Okay. Yeah, this Republican Democrats cause our people to go against one another. We actually don't need that help, but that right there is really helpful. I think I do that echo.
Yeah, a little. It's a little bit going on because our people have already. Yeah, they say you still getting the echo, bro. Because our people have already been destroyed.
Okay, how about that?
You sound good now.
Yeah.
So now,
what?
it was just Shiloh. I see you. So I see all these ones, right? And so I see all these ones, and here's the thing: if nobody's filling out the census, how do they know how many of us is here? And here's another thing. Okay, so typically with the number of people is supposed to double every so many years, right? How long have we been stuck on 13% while everybody else been growing? That's another lie from the pit of hell. Go ahead, bro.
Since the 50s.
We've been stuck on 14, 13%, and then they use that. They say, "Oh yeah, you're 13% of the population, but you commit 50% of the crime." Huh? So I'll say this. The reason why they want to control the vote and they want to understand our vote, because there's more of us here than meets the eye. There's way more of us here than what they've been saying. And if we really knew how many if we really knew, peace and blessings, Sean, if we really knew how many of us was here, we would be looking to come up with our own party, and then we march to the beat of a drum that's going to bring change for us. But the thing is that this nation is never going to change. So because it's never going to change, we need to be looking to, do some creative things with the second Exodus and everything else that's related to that. So let's talk about Dr. King for a second, because you had something that you wanted to bring with respect to that, and then we'll play the video that we have.
Yeah, Dr. King, when we look at his life, I would say he was classified as a Democrat, a hardcore Democrat, because they promised to help our people. Now, but if you look over his whole life, In this video we about to play, you'll find out he said he's giving all type of scenarios how Europeans help their farmers and giving them so many thousands of dollars and telling us, just pull it by bootstrap. Now we know who was president then, Democrat. So why would he have to be out here complaining if he a Democrat and our president's a Democrat and we still at the bottom of the barrel?
Yeah, make me understand that. make me understand that one. Make that make sense. If you're a Democrat, then you will be for us. If you're a Democrat and most Negroes been voting Democrat, and I tell you about me. When I signed up to vote, I said, you know what? When I was 18, I said, you know what? I'm gonna register Republican because they getting the money. Mind you, I was young and a fool. Come to find out, a few years later, it's not just Republicans getting the money. No, the whole political thing is about getting money. That's all it's about, and controlling and keeping Israel in check. That's what it's about. Point blank, period. So we're going to play this video, and then we're going to just continue to rock out from here. But this video is going to set the tone for the show itself, right? Because King came through and he put his life on the line. But if you listen to his message and you listen to what he was saying, King was actually turning a corner on these people and was like, hey, man, y'all owe us. Y'all need to break bread.
Brother Cleo, break it up a little bit. And I think I still got an echo. I don't know what's going on. Can't really hear it.
They built land grant colleges with government money.
Okay.
Teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farm. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. This is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
Okay, fam, I saw a few of you says you couldn't hear. Kadar, could you hear it? If I need to, I'll run it back. Do I need to play it back, or was everybody able to hear it?
Now, I basically know the speech, but I think I might play it back because it was mighty low.
Okay, I'll do that. Let me turn it up.
It's kind of breaking up.
Is it breaking up still? Okay, you know what? I've been having some odd things with my internet. So let me close out some of this stuff to see if that actually helps. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go from here. Let's do stop sharing. Yes, my internet has been acting up, and I'm doing the best that I can with it as far as what I'm doing. So let's see if this changes it at all, right? So I'm going to go ahead and let's play this again.
£46 in 2 weeks.
Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We don't want to hear no commercials, right?
People still say I got to hear it.
Yeah, mute your mic if you ain't talking, then I guess.
Roll 20, sound 36.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest. But not only did they give the land, they built land grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, Today, many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
Okay, so Brother Malcolm was the first one to say cut the check. Y'all know y'all heard that phrase before. Put a one up if you heard that phrase before cut the check. So as we go backwards, because as the show title says, America has gone away backwards. As we go backwards, be on the lookout for this, because if we believe that Genesis 15:12 through 15 is true, right, and exact, then what we should be seeing is we should be seeing something similar to what played out in the past history. Because if you notice, during these times, they went from depression to World War, Spanish, the flu was mixed into that, depression, World War, economic boom, but they had already had another economic boom on top of another economic boom, and then they got them to where they are today. And there's some points I'm missing in between, but as you watch this thing go backwards, what you should be looking for is the fact that, yes, it's going backwards, but at the same time, they are constantly losing. They are not winning. They are constantly losing because they are under judgment. So you're going to see a lot of things in this whole not only Republican Democrat thing, but they are going to attempt to target people to start, well, they haven't never stopped targeting us, because the sister put it up earlier where you got Sister Born Bold put it up earlier where the Alphabet Boys has been watching and putting us, trying to keep us in check. But the wonderful thing about it is the fact that, well, you can't control the awakening because, number one, this is a move of the Father playing 12D chess against the whole earth. So how you gonna combat that? A man could barely get 1D chess, but they playing tic-tac-toe. But at any rate, bro, what do you think about that? Kadar, you can go off mute. What do you think about that? You had some comments on that Martin Luther King quote, because the brother quoted it right and exact.
Yeah. Time for us to go get our check. So he was talking about going to the White House. And if you can listen to his voice, he was kind of upset. So who was president then? Democrats. So it let us know that our beloved Martin Luther King realized they got him. They used him. And he realized that the stuff that he was bringing out, walking the streets, trying to get, civil rights and all that. Hold on, just for
yeah, because and Brother T, hey Brother T, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Glad to have you on board today. Read what the Brother T says. Remember, family, his last sermon he was going to preach before his departure was titled "Why America Might Go to Hell," and the brother was spot on. Hey, Katrina, am I echoing or is it Kadar? Put a one up if it's me, or put a two up if it's Kadar. And hopefully I'm not going in and out. I think I may have solved the issue with why it was going in and out. But I don't hear you with I don't hear you with the echo. Brother James Irvin says plagues of the two Egypt are upon them today. That's right, it's upon them today. And so as we again, fam, you should be alert, you should be planning, and you should be saying to yourself, okay, we know by the playbook that we see them doing that. Okay, they may be looking to probably start something with you on a personal level, or they may do something on a city level or even a national level. But guess what? Because the Most High got us, we don't have to be worried about really too much about D. Colin Shalom, too much about what they're doing, but just be on the lookout, because you don't want to get caught up when one of these heathens, you in a Walmart, one of these heathens decide to shoot the Walmart up or do some foolishness, because that's all they capable of doing. They're not capable of nothing else. They're not very smart. They never have been very smart, at least to me. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I like what this brother put up right here.
Let's put it back up.
Moved.
Yeah. I'm John. Yeah.
I feel I may have integrated my people into a burning house. Yes, he realized, and I'm still echoing.
Don't sound like now.
I see somebody put that up.
Mm-hmm. It says, brother, turn off your other device playing in the background. So somebody, yeah, they're getting an echo. So I'm not sure how we remedy that, because I'm not echoing, right?
Usually, no. Hold on.
Okay. You're not rocking through the phone or nothing, right? Okay, how's it now, fam? Put a one up if you're good now. It sounds good to me.
Do I sound good?
Yeah.
Another echo.
And we still got yes, still an echo. So there's something happening. I'm not sure what, because I got. Go ahead.
I said I'm not sure either.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit. No Kadar still. Actually, that's probably not a bad idea. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna check you out and then come check back in. All right.
Okay.
You got the link, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna remove you and then come back in. Okay, so we're gonna hopefully that fixes the technical difficulty. Hey, brother Hal, how you doing? Shalom, peace and blessings to you. Hope you are doing well and hope things are better for you. And been praying for you and praying for the family. Matter of fact, I do want to, before we even go any further, I do want to say this. That thing, whatever it is, it's been ripping through our people and like crazy. And I do want to say that if somebody says that there's something going on with them, pray for them, lift them up to the Father. Book says prayers of the righteous prevaileth much. Lift them up to the Father. The brother at We Woke Now, Pastor Kelly, he says that he had something going on with him. We immediately said, hey, we're going to pray for that brother, because that brother's doing a great work. And if there's anybody in the chat or anybody that's on that is sick or need prayer, please put it in the chat or put it in here so that the whole family can be praying for you, because right now we're in a season where there's a lot happening. Not only is there a lot happening, but the earth is groaning. We know that. I don't know if y'all see that Tonga earthquake, but the earth is groaning. But the earth is groaning because the earth wants to be restored. The earth wants Israel to be restored. The earth wants Mashiach to be restored. The earth is saying, it's telling us what's going on by all this crazy stuff that's going on. So, family, please pray for those that are sick and those that are shut in, because I went through it and I still have a cough. But at the same time, going through it, it's taking people out. It is. Like I said, I don't know if you guys heard, but I had two individuals that I knew that was sick around the same time I was. They no longer own this plane. So it's not no joke. So we lift up Pastor Kelly. We lift up my brother here, Hal, and everybody else who's been going through whatever they've been going through. Because I don't know. Yeah, keep your brother Banya in prayer. What's good, Banya? Hope all is well, brother.
Shalom,
we see you. That's your brother Banya. Brother Banya been MIA because what he's going through, and so the brother's doing much better now. But it's and this thing, everything that goes on happened because of Israel, but this thing is something else. So Katrina Brown, we'll definitely be praying for you. Definitely we'll be lifting you up. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? How you doing? Yeah. Hold on a second, fam. Money, don't worry about it. How you been? Good. All right. Just had one of my sons check in. He's checking in right now. But at any rate, let's get back to the get back. So, Katrina Brown will definitely be lifting you up in prayer. Let's see here. My father's still in the hospital from a lollipop stroke. Oh, that's unfortunate. But you know what though? I believe, according to what the books say, may it be well with the righteous, and I'm praying and hoping that even though he got it, that he pulled through it. I trust that. I believe if the Father give me a report, then what I should be doing is I shouldn't be looking at the circumstances, but I should believe and trust that report that he's given and go by that report, right? We got another person asking for, we could take time out and do this too. I'm asking for prayers for my daughter. She has that bacteria germ. I ask in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, all praises to the Most High, Yakan. We say that with you too, ECR, hopefully I got your name right, but we say that prayer for your daughter also, and I believe that she will be healed. I trust and believe that. Books say, and we're gonna bring this out hopefully on Wednesday when we talk about faith, but having faith of a mustard seed. I know that greatness is coming to Israel. Books say prayer for the righteous. We the people in this is righteous. The people in this chat, righteous people is in this chat. Caring about Israel, loving Israel, want Israel to do well. Huh?
That's right. Also,
go ahead, bro.
Pray for my son. He got that, and I got a slight cough. I feel pretty good, but pray for me. Might just be a cold.
Yeah, I went through it, man, and I'll say this: it was the worst experience of my life. Worst experience. Observe the program. I believe I've been trying to figure out how they was able to get this out on everybody, and the only way I can see them doing this is through their vaccinations, because everybody that was vaccinated was shot with something that they didn't know, and they became a vector. And so when you're a vector, that means that you walking around, anybody that's in contact, they get sick, but then it proliferated inside of them to make them even more dangerous. These people walking around with this thing that's got the lollipop or whatever the hell you want to call it. These people dangerous, and they don't even know it, and they don't even know, what it is. So family, here's what I'm gonna say. Make sure you're not on YouTube, bro. Oh, this is from the brother. You're not on YouTube while you broadcasting, right? You know Echo?
No.
And that's exactly what I believe, sis. I believe that 1,000%. So let's get back to the get back. So, huh?
I said I got you, Daniel.
he said he got you, bro. All is good.
Hey, they shut me down. Trust me, I know what you're talking
about. So let's go. Let's see. Do you want to jump into the Malcolm stuff, or do you want to bring a precept, or what you want to do? This is all you.
You want to go to wait? Can you pull this up on the screen? Do around 17, 15.
Hold up a second. The brother's saying that the feedback is probably coming back through your equipment. Okay, so what I have right now is let's see. Let's see here. I have right now on my audio, I'll turn on echo cancellation. Okay, so Zadak Yahoo, I turned on echo cancellation. Put a one up if that makes it sound better, because hopefully it wasn't on me, because we've been blaming Qatar all of this time. It probably was me. So put a one up. Qadar, say something right quick so I can hear you.
Shalom. There you go.
Okay, so you know what? This brother win the prize. Where the brother at? He put the truth up. Okay, so I need to make sure that I have echo canceling on. That was all on me. I guess it wasn't on Qadar. So please forgive me, brother, for letting you be the fall guy for my foolishness, right?
Yes. All right. Yeah, I want to go to Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse. I'll just go ahead and go hit right here.
Do you want to show your screen, bro?
No, I'm gonna just read it right here on my phone. I got it on. I'm reading that.
You're breaking up now. You're breaking up now.
How about now?
Okay, now you
And it
good.
reads there, and it reads, thou shalt in any wise set him a king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shall thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. That right there set the stage right here for what's going on in America, how they take us and use us like a basketball.
Bring
Democrat
it
and
out.
Republican. So
Bring it out.
I want to read that, and I want Brother Cleo to play this Malcolm X. It's not long, but Lord, I love it.
Okay, let me cue up the Malcolm X video. Hopefully I haven't closed that window that had it up. You know me, I'll be pressing buttons, and next thing you know, I'd have messed something up. So give me a minute to find it, bro. Let's see here. Let me see. I might have to go to my email. My email's still up, or I closed it. I think I might have closed. I think I closed my email too. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it would have been in there. Give me a minute to look for it. Yeah, here we go. I think I got it here. So let me just go ahead and copy it. So yeah, so it seems like our people had it dialed in, but the problem was a simple fact that, you know, anytime we would try to do something, they would instantly try to shut it down because they knew who we were after all of the studying that they've been doing. They done studied and looked at the Bible. They done studied and looked at us, trust and believe. They know how we move. They know what we're going to do before we even do it. That's how cold they are, right? So let me go ahead and share my screen. And hopefully y'all be able to hear it. I'm gonna turn it up so you can hear it. Share screen. Share like that. And let's go. Actually, no, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to share a window instead. Stop sharing. So let me get there. Share screen. Let's go window and let's go with, I guess it's that one right there, right? Okay. I guess that's the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, so you guys can see the video. Can you see the screen with the video, bro? Kadar.
See it now.
Okay, can you see the video?
Yes.
Okay, can you see it now? Yes?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and press play.
In this crooked game of power politics here in America, the Negro, namely the race problem, integration, civil rights issues, are all nothing but tools used by the whites who call themselves liberals against another group of whites who call themselves conservatives, either to get into power or to retain power. Among whites here in America, the political teams are no longer divided into Democrats and Republicans. The whites who are now struggling for control of the American political throne are divided into liberal and conservative camps. The white liberals from both parties cross party lines to work together toward the same goal. And white conservatives from both parties do likewise. The white liberal differs from the white conservative only in one way. The liberal is more deceitful, more hypocritical than the conservative. Both want power, but the white liberal is the one who has perfected the art of posing as the Negro's friend and benefactor. And by winning the friendship and support of the Negro, the white liberal is able to use the Negro as a pawn or a weapon in this political football game that is constantly raging between the white liberals and the white conservatives. The American Negro is nothing but a political football, and the white liberals control this ball through tricks or tokenism, false promises of integration and civil rights. In this game of deceiving and using the American Negro, the white liberals have complete cooperation of the Negro civil rights leaders who sell our people out for a few crumbs of token recognition, token gains, token progress. In the New York Tribune, in an editorial dated February the 5th, 1960, they pointed out that out of 11 million qualified Negro voters, only 2,700,000 actually take time to vote. This means that, roughly speaking, only 3 million out of the 11 million Negroes who are qualified to vote take an active part, and the remaining 8 million remain voluntarily inactive. And yet it is this small minority, the 3 million Negro voters, who help determine who will be the next president. If who will be the next president can be influenced by 3 million Negro voters, it is easy to see why the presidential candidates of both political parties put on such a false show with the Civil Rights Bill and promises of integration. They must impress the 3 million voting Negroes who are the actual integration seekers. And if so much fuss is made over these 3 million integration seekers, what would the presidential candidates have to do to appease the 8 million non-voting Negroes if they ever decided to become politically active? They hold the balance of power. Who are the 8 million non-voting Negroes? What do they want? And why don't they vote? The 3 million Negro voters are the so-called middle-class Negroes, or high-class Negroes, or uppity Negroes, who are referred to by the late Howard University sociology professor E. Franklin Frazier as the black bourgeoisie, who have been educated to think as patriotic individualists with no racial pride whatsoever, who believe in and look forward to the future integrated, intermarried society that is constantly being promised to them by the Negro politician. And therefore, this integration-minded 3 million minority remain an active part of the white-controlled political parties. But it must never be overlooked that these 3 million Negro integration seekers are only a small minority of the 11 million qualified Negro voters. The 8 million non-voting Negroes are the majority, the downtrodden black masses. They have refused to vote. They've refused to take a part in politics because they reject the Uncle Tom approach of the clergy politician leadership that has been handpicked for the so-called Negroes by the white man himself. This clergy politician leadership does not speak for the Negro majority. They don't speak for the black masses. They speak for the black bourgeoisie, the brainwashed, white-minded, middle-class minority, who, because they are ashamed of their race, because they are ashamed of being black and don't want to be identified with black, they are seeking to lose this black identity by mixing and mingling and intermarrying and integrating with the white society. The race problem cannot be solved by listening to the white-minded, brainwashed minority. The white man must try to learn what the black majority wants. The president would be wise to try and learn what the black masses want. And the only way to find this out is by listening to the man who speaks for the black masses. And I can declare to you tonight and to the entire world that the man here in America who speaks for the majority, the downtrodden, dissatisfied black masses, is this same man who so many thousands of our people are flocking toward to see and hear. This same Mr. Muhammad, who is labeled by you as a black supremacist and as a racist and as an extremist. If the 3 million middle class Negroes are casting their ballots for integration and intermarriage, what do the non-voting black masses who are in the majority want? Find out what the black masses want, and then perhaps America's grave race problem can be solved.
Okay, so you guys heard the beloved, you guys all heard the beloved brother speak. We'll kill that. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So you guys heard the beloved speak. Brother, you got some comments on that?
Oh, yes. He made it clear. He said both parties all after power. We just like a football. The difference is the liberals, which is the Democrats, trick us.
Mm-hmm.
And then you notice how he went down and talk about the 8 million Negroes on the 3 million voted, and the 3 million that voted, they're going to decide the election. Really? Come on, y'all. You see that? But anyway, his point is both of them is against us. And when we look in Scripture, we go to John 18:36. It reads, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servant fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence." The Messiah is saying his kingdom is not of this world. We know this is who? Esau's world. This is Esau's kingdom, for the world is given over to who? The wicked.
The wicked. That's what the book says. The wicked.
Yes. So we getting out of here fighting about some stupid Republican and Democrats. For what? Most High said, my kingdom, the Messiah said, my kingdom. So why you
breaking up, bro?
Brothers, of course, I'm calling my name. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
Hello?
You good now. Yeah, you good. You good now, brother.
Okay, I heard certain Israelites in some kind of ways, they sort of promote Republican or they promote Democrats. And it's sad. Neither one of them like us. They just use us just like they use Martin Luther King. They didn't get to use Malcolm X. He was too strong, but he was too powerful, because if Malcolm X would have lived, I never know. We never know what could have happened. We probably could have been already gone from here. I don't know. But, that's the Most High. I can't say that. But what I'm saying is that Malcolm X already seen, he didn't care, even though he was a Muslim. There's different speeches he'll say, hey, it doesn't matter if I'm a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're a Buddhist, we all Negroes, and we all going through the same thing. We need to join together. That's what he said. And so we are, and also he said on many occasions, we are the people of the book. We are the true Israelites. He said that too. So when we allow these two parties to make us fight against one another, or if you around certain people and you talking and they starting to feel uncomfortable because you're talking about Bush or you're talking about Biden, man, it makes me so sick on my stomach. What the world? They don't like you, man. And we can go on and on and on about this. But, I'm going to let Brother Cleo, I know you got some words on that before I go to the next scripture.
No, I wanted to, I did want to bring out some precepts like we had talked earlier.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, and I am going to share my screen.
All right.
And we're gonna do a couple of things here. We're gonna look at, and we're gonna do it in real time. Let me just share my screen, so y'all just bear with me for a minute. Share screen. It seems to work better when I do that, so I'm just gonna do that. Share a window. We can do that too. Share. Just go share it. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen. I'm gonna click on the Wisdom of Solomon. I can't see you, family. So Kadar, I'm gonna use your eyes. Tell me when you can see what's on my screen, if it's coming in large enough that folks can read it.
I
Right?
put my glasses on. I can see.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna read a couple of precepts from Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. And I'm going to read verse 1. So this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. So when we out there on the street, when we out here on these YouTube streets, when the camps is out there on the streets, when we in if we happen to be in the church and we telling these people that we the people of the book with great boldness, they talking about us. He talking about us here today, because they gave no account for our labor. How many, if you Christian, right? When we know that Christian is the broad gate, it's the foolishness that lead many to destruction. But if you look at this precept right here, when did they make an account? Which is why everybody is saying cut the check, because not just for slavery, but it's everything that they did even after that. They owe for that. Yes, they owe for Black Wall Street and Rosewood and everything else. And by the way, the North owned more slaves, as many slaves as the South did.
Mhm.
The Northern Army was slaughtering us just like the Southern Army. They both was wicked. That's how you can have a devil's punch bowl, but you have more than one of that. We covered that. You have more than one devil's punch bowl. They made no account of our labors. None. And when they see it, verse 2, and when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So far beyond all that they look for. Who they talking about, fam? They talking about you. They talking about everywhere. They didn't did the studies, and I'm gonna prove to you that they didn't did the studies in a minute. They didn't studied you back for. They didn't studied you. They know you better than you know you. They gonna be troubled with fear when they finally come to find out. Hey, you know what? All this time we done had the Israelites, and we've been pressing them. But the crazy part is it said they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, because you have to figure we at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, it's going to be strange when they say, hey, look, them right there, those so-called niggers, that's the Father, that's God's chosen people according to what that book says. Wouldn't that make you scared? This right here is this precept right here is why you get so much flack from everyone that they saying that you Israel, that you not Israel. It's for this precept right here. Because if you Israel, guess what? That puts an end to Christianity just like that. That ends. If you are Israel, Christianity is over. But we know Christianity is over anyway, because we know that it's the broad gate. Look up the broad gate and bring me that. We done taught y'all what that was. We had that question. We answered the question on what that was. We had that. We know what that is.
Woo.
You got something to add to that, bro? Go ahead now. I'm looking for this other one. I'm looking for the
Man,
one I'm really looking for.
Yeah, you're right, because that verse right there, man, you know,
You breaking up, bro?
how about now?
You good now? Go ahead. Go ahead, rock out.
It remind me of the book of Hosea when it says at the place they say that you aren't the people, but you are the people of the Most High.
That's book.
And so, that right there is scary. This is why you got people like Garfield that don't even believe in the Most High, and the Christians using him to debate us. That's crazy.
Look at, and I'm gonna move off of them, but look at their cabal. They got an atheist, a Catholic, a preterist,
Yeah.
a Calvinist, and
Yes.
and somebody that don't believe in nothing, and their goal is to stop Israel. They in their mind they trying to stop Israel from believing that true Israel, true people of the book, that they not the people of the book. That's folly. You wasting your time because this is not from a man. The awakening, it's not.
And,
This is
and,
the
and
Father fulfilling His word that He spoke. Go ahead, bro.
I got another precept. I'm coming out of the new, what they call the New Testament,
Okay,
Matthew.
let me read these last two, and then I'm gonna let you rock out with that. Let me read these last two because these are the ones, the three and 4 and 5 is the ones I really want to read. So I'm gonna read them real quick. Number 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he talking about Israel. This is Israel whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb and a reproach. Now, here's what I'm gonna do for you, family. Derision. Again, I'm always looking up to see what the definitions are of words, and we should get in the habit of doing that and not just assume that we know what those words are. So I'm gonna Google definition of derision, and then we doing this in real time because I want you to see what this means, and then we're gonna tie this all back into the Republican Democrat thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because the brother already brought out what that was and what they was doing. So right here, I don't know if you guys could see it. Maybe it's too dark. I'm gonna get it from the here. I'm gonna zoom in and get it from this. Then we gonna zoom in and maybe get it from the website. But look at what it say here, fam. Contemptuous, ridicule, or mockery. Now let's go plug that back into the wisdom of Solomon. It says right here, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in mockery. This is he in which sometimes we had in ridicule. That's what it say that derision is. Ridicule. This is so when you doing that, playing that Republican Democrat thing, they ridiculing you and sitting up laughing at you. These dumb niggers, they know that they not gonna ever be in power. You're not gonna never be in power here. Ever. Because this is not your construct to be. Verse 4, we fools, they talking about themselves, accounted his life as madness. They look at us and they like, tisk, tisk, tisk. You are proverb and a reproach. Do not be like the so-called African American. You got Africans that'll come over here and say, oh no, we not rocking with y'all. And his end to be without honor. In other words, we die how they do us in the prison system and how they just treat us in general. They treat us like we're not honorable, like we're not righteous, and that we're the bottom. Not only are we the bottom of the barrel, but we are nothing. They account us as nothing. Now I'm gonna read the last verse. Now I'm gonna let you rock out, bro. Verse 5. How is he numbered? He talking about how is Israel true? The book people, not 1948. I'm talking about those that went through the killing fields of slavery. I'm talking about those that went through transatlantics. How is he numbered among the children of the Father? And his lot is among the saints. Huh? And when the book say saints, it's not talking about Christians. Get that out your mind. We don't talk about that. It's not talking about that. Saints is just another word for Israel.
Yes. Holy. Right.
That's all it is. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing. Go ahead and rock out, bro.
All right. Now we know we got people going against us, even our own people. And we know now who we are as a people. And that type of people staying in line, when you look at the Most High and the way he looked at Esau, he said he even hated Esau from his womb. So the reason I'm saying this, once you look at all these people that's going against Israel, that part of our family, a lot of us ask the question, why? Why is that? Well, just like the brother was coming out of Solomon, right? And bringing up that, that was really good because it let us know that what they marking us. Even our own people are marking us. But guess what? Our own people mark our Messiah too, with the Edomites. So Matthew's 27, I'm going to start at verse 20. And
You gonna share your screen, bro?
I don't have it up.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead, rock. Let me see. Let me get my scroll up. Let me get it up because I like for the fam to see it. Because they may say, Brother Kadar making up his own precepts. Brother Kadar done made up his own Bible. Where you coming
Pull a
from, bro? You out
Christian.
of Matthews?
Yeah, Matthew's 27.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it. Matthew's 27, what?
Start at verse 20 to 25.
Okay, so we say Matthew's. Let's get book of Matthew chapter 27. Bear with me, fam. Y'all know who I need. Y'all ain't even gotta call it. Y'all know I need the zigzag man. He gonna help me get through all of this. So just believe and trust on him, and he will direct thy path according to what he say it is, and according to what the Catholics say it is, not according to what the book say, because they don't go by the book and they don't believe the book. So let me see. Matthew's 27.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a minute. I'm working on it. I'm gonna get it worked out. Okay, let me kill that. And let me share my screen. So let me go here. Share screen. That's what I want. I noticed since I've been doing that, I haven't been having any technical issues. So we could be a situation where it's too much for this computer I got, maybe. Okay, so you want to rock out on 25? You're gonna go down to
20 to 25.
20 through 25 or
Yeah.
20 and 25? 22. Okay, so we on the screen we start at 20. I'll let you just read.
Okay. But the chief priests and the elders persuade the multitude that they shall ask Barabbas and destroy Jesus. The governor answered and said unto them, whether of the twine will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate said unto them, what shall I do then with Jesus, which is called Christ? They all said unto him, let him be crucified. Verse 23. And the governor said, why? What evil has he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. Verse 24. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but they rather a but that rather a tumult was made. You know, I'm going to stop right there. They made a tumult just like in Psalms 83 on our Messiah. Check that out. That's crazy. He took water and washed his hands and before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. I don't believe that, but anyway, see ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children. So, like earlier, I was saying that when we stand in a system of fallen Republican and Democrats, just like our people did then, that was following the Edomites. They was in power. And so a lot of our people said crucify him. It's almost like they're doing us now, trying to crucify us right now. Why? I guarantee you, I can't say for a surety, but I guarantee you, every last one of them that's going against us is in some type of party, Republican or Democrat.
Yeah, that makes that right there, because the fam brought it out. It makes no difference whether you are a Republican or a Democrat. You have never been for the so-called Negro's turn at all in your history.
That's right.
And
so they weren't for this Negro neither.
Exactly. So fam, here's what I'm gonna do. And bro, you wanna break it? You wanna keep rocking?
Now we can break it.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and break for a minute or two. I'm gonna try to get some music up, so y'all bear with me for a second as I get something up. And also, I want to say, when you guys get a chance, if you guys want some music that you guys want us to play, I have gotten some music from some folks. They send it to me, and we'll make sure that we get it in rotation here, whether it be Kingdom Conversations or some of the other shows. I like to mix it up on Kingdom Conversations, so I will be playing a song or two that I have received. So we're going to go ahead and break for a few minutes, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to keep hitting you with the hitting you with, right? This is Salt of the Earth. Okay, fam, we gonna come back. Hope you guys were able to get something good to drink, something to refresh your palate.
All right, Brother Cleo. Got Jim Kelly ready to jump out of the scene and kick somebody.
What's happening?
I was listening to the music. I thought Jim Kelly was going to jump out and kick somebody.
You better be careful. you better make sure that camera off.
Hey, like one of Jim Kelly's movies.
You better make sure that camera off, brother. You get me, you get people watching this show, and they'll be saying, "Well, we know that brother Cleo, he not saved, and Dar probably not saved," which that means that everybody that watched their program and all these Israelites ain't none of them saved. They running around here playing church, right?
That's right.
They acting like they saved. Them people not saved. Ain't none saved about them. So, fam, hope all is well with everybody, and we say all praises to the Father. The Father, we can not praise him enough. We cannot lift him up enough. And I want to say this, and I was having a conversation with my brother Banya earlier today, and I just remembered that part of the conversation. The fact that they making these all of these things for Israel, all of these diseases and viruses, and they making them for you. They genetic weapons to try to take out Israel. But what this should do is, as we get through it, it should strengthen our resolve. Because it strengthens our resolve to know that the Father's with us. Because he is with us. I went through it, and he brought me on the other side of it. And I believe the report that I was hearing about myself, and I knew I wasn't going nowhere, but we have to believe the report of the Father and that he's given us, and we have to trust him. And when the book say, I'm going to say it again, the book say the prayer of the righteous prevaileth much. So you pray believing with that faith of the mustard seed that the Father is going to do what he said he was going to do. He said he give you the desires of your heart. Is that not in the book? Well, I desire that all Israel, that none of Israel die of nothing, that these heathens is going to die of, and that we do not partake of anything that the heathen is going through. That's my prayer and that's my heart, because I do love my family. I do love Israel. Love Israel. The greatness of Israel, we haven't seen it yet, but we will see it. So, fam, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. You guys always hear me talking about they know you, they studied you. And as I was pulling together links, and I got a ton of links, and we'll probably have to do another show, but as I was pulling together links, I said, let me go to let me just see what the current political climate is, right? And with the perspective of, okay, from an Israelite perspective, right? So I'm going to share my screen, and reason why I say they study you is because they do. And this is going to be proof positive that I'm not just making it up, that I'm not lying. And guess what? They've been studying really, really hard. Believe it or not, they've been studying the awakening. And you can tell that they've been studying the awakening because you can see in their vernacular, just in videos. Get in the habit of reading the comments in the minds of men and women. They used to always like, no, you're not. And then when the prophet starts speaking, the prophet online or otherwise starts speaking, saying, okay, this is what it is and this is what it is not, then guess what? Things have paradigmed to whereas now they like, wait a minute, maybe we need to think about what these niggers are saying, because quite frankly, they don't believe that you're saved, number one, because they think that you're a beast. They do not believe that you saved and that you can be saved and that you can be redeemed, that they've always had the book when it really was in reality the other way around. But I digress. So I'm saying that they've been studying you because they really have. And I'm going to share my screen. Let me see if I got the right screen up. Drag that over here. Y'all bear with me, fam. Just bear with me for a moment as I get this together. Let's click on that one. That's the link I want. Okay, so you guys have heard of the Anti-Defamation League, right? I'm sure you have, but the Anti-Defamation League they typically center around hate groups and people that hate, and it's from a Jewish slant. It's not from a slant that's really equitable. In other words, if you're saying something bad against the fuse, then they're gonna come down and they're gonna write about it, and then they're gonna put it in their They're going to put it in their newspapers. And then if you in any kind of media, they're going to blackball you. They're going to do all this, that, and the third, right? But look at this, fam. Black Hebrew Israelites on the Anti-Defamation League. And mind you, the ADL has a lot of political sway. They have a lot of sway on the earth. So this is not no Johnny come lately group, right? And notice the phraseology that they use. Really, I don't like these two terms put in front of this name right here, because it's only one name. It's Israel. You want to call it Yasharallah, or you want to call it Yisrael, or however you want to pronounce it, fine. But you don't need to put black in front of it, nor do you need to put Hebrew in front of it. We just Israelites, and that's it. I'm going to read some of this to you just to prove to you that they've been watching you. There are many sects which refer to themselves with various names. Black Hebrew Israelites, some but not all, are outspoken anti-Semitic, Semites, and racists. It should be emphasized that the extremist and anti-Semitic sects of Black Hebrew Israelites are unrelated to thousands of Black Jews and other Jews of color in the U.S. who are genuine members of the Jewish fraud. Because there's nothing in the book that says anything about no Jewish faith. You got the people of the book, you got Mashiach, and you got all of our brothers and sisters that's in the book that look like us. There is no Jewish faith in that book, just like there's no Christianity in the book, just like there's no Catholicism in there either. Furthermore, they should not be confused with Ethiopian Jews who mostly live in Israel today. Anti-Semitic, look at how they globally naming y'all. Anti-Semitic Black Hebrew Israelites assert that white people are agents of Hashatan, Jews are liars and false worshipers of this entity, and blacks are the true chosen people and are racially superior to other ethnicities. Now they go into and they got my brothers from Sakari here, and I do love my brothers from Sakari. Them some good brothers. I don't agree with all of their teachings, but at the same time, I probably don't agree with any Israelite 100% on their teachings. Now, I don't agree with the 12 tribe chart, but okay, so what? Here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to defame and throw my brothers under the bus and give you ammo so that you could speak against my family. I'm not doing that. If somebody put, and you guys heard me say this all the time, somebody put a mic in front of my face saying, oh yeah, Brother Banya is ABCXYZ. He's anti-Semitic. What you got to say about it? Well, Brother Banya, first of all, is my brother. I love him so, and that's my brother, and I love my brother. Next question. Oh yeah, Kanye West said this, that, and the third. Blah 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 blah. Well, you know what? Kanye West is my brother. I love him so. See, because I operate under a code, right? You're not gonna get me to put down my family in front of your microphone. I'm gonna say next question. Next question. I'm not doing that. So then they go on to talk about, Sakari a little bit here and whatnot. And then they talk about IUIC. They talk about Brother Nathaniel. They talk about this sect a little bit. There was another article, and this isn't the full article. The other article that I wanted really went into it because they go into they really get into, and I think this is it, where they get into the Black Hebrew Israelites, where they get into some of the distinctions that are made. Like, for instance, not all Black Hebrew Israelite organizations are anti-Semitic or extremists, and Black Hebrew Israelites are not the same as Black Jews or Jews of color. And they're making that distinction, which you are absolutely correct. We're not the same as y'all because we the real people of the book.
That's right.
And so we don't have to worry about what you're talking about, because we are the book, living, breathing. But Morse word of prophecy is you can hang your hat on. If you don't hang your hat on nothing else, fam, you can hang your hat on the Morse word of prophecy, and that is being fulfilled right in front of your face. The Black Hebrew Israelite movement is a fringe religion. Look at how they downplay it. The Black Hebrew Israelite movement is a fringe religious movement that rejects widely accepted definitions of Judaism, which, yeah, we do reject Judaism because Judaism's not in the book. It's in the Kabbalah, the Zohar, and the Midrash, and all those other phony baloney books, but it's not even contained in the 66. Find me the word Judaism in the 66. Anybody find me that? I rock with what you're saying. But if you can't find me that, then sit down. And then it goes into this about what some of the people believe. Let's see here. This is a departure from mainstream understanding of the 12 tribes. No, it isn't. It's just interpreting the book as it is. Read it as it is written, as a reference to Jacob's 12 sons, who each represent a different genealogical thread of the Israelite population. You can remove that, but since this is their website, they could say this thing. Similarly, adherents of the white supremacist Christian identity movement also claim to be members of the lost tribes of Israel, which we know about them, and they'll lie too because they've the ones been ruling over us. But that's okay. Let's ask the question. Right now, are white people running the shop? White people along with China now? And if you say Russia, Russia's just another white person. So who's running shop? Who's been running shop? Who can go into any nation and say, okay, not only do we want your resources, but we're going to install a puppet government. And if you don't allow us to install a puppet government, we're going to destroy your country with civil war, and we're going to wind up taking it and sacking it anyway. Who does that? Who has that kind of sway? So if you got that kind of sway, then that means that you do not fulfill Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. Point blank. Black Hebrew Israelites believe they are members of the 12 tribes based on biblical interpretation that teaches that their population will spread across the globe, which tied to the transatlantic slave trade. So they've been watching you, fam. And then they got this phony baloney 12 tribe chart, which we don't believe, but that's to each his own. Many Black Hebrew Israelite teachings use verses from the book of Deuteronomy, the fifth book of Torah, and the King James Version of the Bible to tell the history of Israelites from the Old Testament and to give a biblical explanation of the transatlantic slave trade, teaching asserts that the Israelites were warned of repercussions for breaking. And so this is, and look, I just called this one. What does it say here? 28:15 through 68. Preachers use Deuteronomy this to encourage individuals to embrace their true title of father's chosen children or continue to suffer society as their ancestors have. Well, that's kind of not true, but okay, whatever you say. Then they bring on, look at this precept, Revelations 1 through 15, and his feet like in a fine brass. So we use that to say that Mashiach was dark and that he looked like this. But look at what they say. The new Jesus taught by Christianity is a step towards attaining one's true identity. So they saying that what we say and what the book say, which was written thousands of years ago, is the new Mashiach.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. They look at this though. Because here's the thing. We don't follow Christianity. We don't believe in Christianity. So whatever was taught in Christianity, you need to wash your mind of that. Like the book say, by the renewing of you need to renew your mind and get that junk out of you. Get a lobotomy. Take that Christianity chip out your neck and put in the Israelite chip and do what the book say.
I tell
Go
a
ahead,
lot
bro.
of people that.
Go ahead, bro.
One thing I do stress on is get rid of Christianity. I don't care. I used to be a minister in the church for years in Christianity church. So if I'm telling you with scripture, get rid of Christianity, why people, how Israelites get mad at me for that? But especially they're spiritualizing everything in the Bible. That's why it's hard for them to understand the word, because everything is spiritual. You got to get rid of Christianity, renew your mind, read the Bible for what it is. Do research. When the spirit comes around, you understand it. Then you can understand why you can apply it. But Christianity applies spirit. Just like when David, when he was in Daniel, He was in Babylon when the king had a dream. Now, when the king told the dream, suppose Daniel would have said, "Oh, King Nebuchadnezzar, don't worry about it. That's the spirit of the statue." He would have killed Daniel.
Right on the spot.
Yes, and I
On the
tell
spot.
people, stop looking at the Bible that way, because to understand spirituality with Christianity is wrong. It's completely wrong. You gotta understand what spirituality means. And a lot of people, some people get upset and mad with me, but when they really look at it, they'll see, what I'm talking about.
Indeed. Indeed. So I'm going to keep on reading. Extremist ideology. BHI teachings become explicitly hateful when coupled with racial superiority and accusations against white individuals and specific hatred toward Jewish community. Extremist Black Hebrew Israelites assert that white people are agents of Shaitan, Jews and liars, and false worshippers of the Father, and blacks are racially superior and the only true chosen people. That's book, actually. They are the only true chosen people, but it's not blacks, it's Israel. Some extremist leaders preach that only true decisions of the 12 tribes, I'm not getting into that, were allowed into heaven, that other permit others to rule over race leaders, and street teachers also look at this. Other races, leaders, and street teachers, so they've been watching you on the street. They got that documented. Extremist sects represent a vocal subsection of the larger BHI movement, so they know that they do know this, that there's something else happening, that there's a larger movement afoot right now. And they're trying their best to get their arms around it, but they can't, because this is a move of the Father. If the Father say he gonna do something, when he spoke it, whenever he spoke it, those words are still resonating throughout the universe, in the invisible realm, and they gonna manifest themselves out of the spiritual realm into the physical when he say it to do it. The anti-Semitic beliefs that some express include claims that Jews have no right to Israel as a homeland, contention that Israel will not be fruitful until returned to the Israelites, accusations that Jews purposely enslaved black individuals, which they did because they controlled the slave trade, and the money behind the slave trade and the economy behind the slave trade was all them. Individuals to steal their identity, and assertions that Jews are imposters or satanic. Well, they are. Judaism is frequently referred to as the synagogue of Satan. That's Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. Oh, there they go right there. Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Shaitan, which say they are fused and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Important recurring phrases. Camp is street. Jewish is negative for term. Camp is for street teaching. Edom is Edomite. So look at this, fam. School is the physical location that hosts activities, so-called, used to draw doubts to identities and label, like the so-called Jews. There's so-called blacks. That's where you could put a so-called, because you're not the people of the book. Go ahead, bro.
No, hey, I'm a hype man. I was agreeing with you.
Okay, all right. Look at they got these little definitions in here. Synagogue of Satan, T, and they got this one wrong. And after we do this show, they're not gonna correct it. But look how they got the THM. See, they messing up like how I be messing up LSC, Law, Statutes, and Commandments. They got THM. It's not THM. But anyway, history. So then they go into the history. They talk about Gabriel Cross, and they give a breakdown. So fam, I'm going to drop the link to this, but this is proof positive. They go into your structure. This is proof positive that they have been watching the awakening. Matter of fact, they've been looking forward to the awakening, because now that you're awoke, they can try to remove y'all off the map. Like where it says, come. What is it? Psalms 83? They could try to enact Psalms 83 on y'all now, because now you know who you are. Come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Look at all this detail that they got on here. They tell you how you get down. Most frequent platforms, YouTube, Twitter, this, that, and the third. So I'm going to kill this. I'm going to stop sharing screen. But what I am going to do, family, I'm gonna put the link to this in the chat so that you guys can get it and have it. So that's proof positive. They never stop watching you. They always have been watching you and always will be watching you, bro. You got something to say on what we just saw?
It just let us know, even the stuff that you was reading, and when it's going back to the camp guys, I love it. I debate.
And again, and I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. You breaking up, bro.
We got different that we believe in.
You still breaking up, bro.
About now,
you breaking up.
sound better?
That's better.
How about now?
That's good. That's real good.
Okay, how about now?
That's good. You
we
good?
had certain stuff. Okay, I debated Deacon from there. It's been like 3 years ago. It was like 5,000 people on that night. I don't know what they was doing, but he hyped it up, I guess. And anyway, and we debated about 2 times, and we come to the conclusion that we're not going to debate each other no more, even though we got different stuff we believe in, but we still brothers. So don't get me wrong, even though me and Deacon debated, just like there was one guy that was on Berean, on that channel Berean, and he was going against us, but I seen Deacon destroy him. I called Deacon and told him, and Deacon went back and him again. So
You're breaking up again, bro. You completely broke up, bro. Okay, now you back.
Okay. So anyway, I just want to say that the camp guys, they are our brothers, even though I don't believe in that chart. They know it's not true too. But anyway, also, if you look at the stuff that Brother Cleo was reading from the article, we see that they know who are the real people. I mean, it's really funny. Yeah. How in the world we gonna come up with a different Messiah when the Messiah in the Bible tells you how he look?
but they it's hilarious. This whole the Matrix is hilarious, man. The whole everything that we going through is not funny. It's actually sad. But what's funny is that we see their hand and we see it how it's playing out, and all praises to the Father that we can see their hand, like the brother says here, Donovan Ben Judah. Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against us will prosper. No weapon, that's what the book say. Read a couple of comments. John 11:2-4 is Yah's glory. Khan, we agree with that. The Father has got things in order, and he's working his plan out. And for those that, if you are stuck in a paradigm where you can't see him rocking and rolling right now, I actually feel sorry for you. And do I feel sorry for the heathen that white evangelicals have led them astray, that they've been led astray with this Republican Democrat paradigm? No, I don't. Because right now, I only care about my people and their restoration. I don't have time to be thinking about no other people. I don't have time to be thinking about that. Even now, what I will do is I'll try to learn and watch and study a little bit of what the heathen do. But really what it all boils down to for me is us getting together, us having fellowship, us planning, and us doing some things. Rojo says, I'm not afraid of these mandates, and I will not get that lollipop, and my bosses know this, and I am daring them to fire me. Rojo, send us an email, if you would, please, and we could take it from there. Please, matter of fact, let me put the banner up for the email because we've had some good success with what we've been doing with email and whatnot. So please send us an email, and then we'll communicate with you via that because you're absolutely correct. The mandates is not going to affect you if you do things appropriately. Hallelujah for your restoration, brother. See, hey, you know what my sultry sounds? I love my people, and we should be on top. According to the book, we are going to be on top, and I'm gonna see it. I believe the report that I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it, and I might be older, but who knows? I might have some cheat codes when I see it. That's what I'm looking for. So if I got cheat codes and I'm 105 still walking around here, okay, I'm still good money because I'm still able to do things, right? Um, let's see here. Brother Banya, I could drop the link in for you if you are so inclined. It would be good for the family to hear your voice. Um, it would be good for you to be on with the rest of the family. So, brother, if you're still on, hopefully you can jump on and be with the family. Brother Jabroni, it's good to see you as usual. It's always good to see you, brother. Hope you are well and hope the Father has been blessing you appropriately. Um, Joe, their calendars are off. Spring is not even the same in the true land as our Western Hemisphere. These people got everything jacked up. And there's only one people that could restore it. The whole earth is groaning and moaning because of what these people have done to it. The earth is moaning and groaning, talking about, please, can you repair us? Please repair us because these heathens got us all jacked up. Go ahead and say something, bro. Go ahead, Kadar.
All right. Yeah, you're right. These heathens is off the hook. But one thing I tell people is our people is to be equipped. They mad at that. When you be equipped with this word and you take them to the word and prove to who you are. And I know some people don't believe in blood, doing blood tests, stuff like that. I did mine's, and I love it. I love showing it. God says that the closest relative of mine is Sephardic Jew.
Oh, that's all right.
Then
That's
it
all
says
right. That's all
North,
right.
which is 11%, Northeast Africa, 25%. But majority of my people come from Nigeria, Yoruba tribe. So,
That's all right. That's all right.
I like to have, I tell my people, be
Uh-huh.
equipped. So when they come at you, you don't really need, the blood work, but if you know the word to the script, you ain't got to say nothing. You just take them to the scripture and be like, who did that sound like? And a lot of them, I had this white guy start crying on me. Not lying. He started crying. I was in trucking school getting my class A's, and
Uh-huh.
it was three brothers and one white guy, and they kept on. They said, "Man, come on, teach us about the word." I said, "Okay." So I went straight to the book of Deuteronomy, and I gave them about what was going to happen to the Israelites, according to Deuteronomy, Luke 21 and 24, that we will be scattered into slavery. They taken on ships. And the brothers really didn't understand what that meant. But the white dude started crying.
Hmm.
I said, "What's
Hmm.
wrong?" He said, "It sounded like what happened to your people." I said, that's exactly what it
How would
is.
he have the spirit of discernment and the brothers
Yeah.
did?
That brother looking around like, what is he talking about? He understood
That's wild. That's
because
wild. That's
because
wild. Let's read
we
some of
know
these comments, man. That's off the chain right there. Let's see. Kalia Smith, I hope I pronounced your name right. These people are self with our comings and going. Yeah, they are because they know who we are. And they've always known. At least the clergy have. And some of the politicians and some of the powers that are in the quote powers. We know that the powers, principalities, and rulers that rule over this nation and that are assigned to different cities and whatnot. You notice how different cities are. You'll have more going on and less going on, and different things happen to our people, this, that, and the third. That's because of those principalities and powers. They know. And so and they're obsessed, and they're just now really coming to the full understanding is that the reason why we're obsessed with these people so much is because they are the children of the Father. They're the children of the book. They're the book people. That's why we're obsessed with them. And we want to get them up out of here. Real Morgan, the hammer of the whole earth. Are you referring to Israel, or are you referring to Caesarea and his Roman armies? I'm not sure who you're referring. I'm going to assume that when you say the hammer of the whole earth, that's Israel, because the book say Israel is his battle axe and weapon of war.
That's right.
That's what the book say, right? Or did I make that up?
That's what it says.
My sultry, I don't rock with neither one of those, because, and I don't care who doing it, but I don't rock with that, because when I look at these books and what they say about Mashiach and what this religion is, to me it's no different than Christianity. Point blank. Let's see here. Let's read what Roger says. 3 slave trades: transatlantic, con; trans-Sahara, con; trans-Indian Ocean. So the ADL need to go sit down. That's right. They need to go sit their bleep down. Go take 2 seats. What you talking about? You asked. Somebody had it in here that if you ask a Khazar, when did they go into slavery? Huh? When did you go into, when did you discontinue, like the book say? When did you discontinue from your heritage? Show me. Some of these groups seem like controlled opposition, but I agree, we can't run out people down in front of the heathen. That's true. That's true, because again, Brother Banya put it up earlier. We have to start operating on the code. I'm going to do a show about that in the future. How it's kind of like a microcosm of, if we want people to operate right, and we want Israel to even come together even further, then we need to time out doing drive-bys on other Israelites. I don't mind bigging up any other Israelite channel, bringing up Israelites that's bigger than us, smaller than us, because really, like I always say, the Father done given everybody keys, and so it's going to take all of us. The Father's painting a beautiful mosaic. He's standing up. The bones have already stood up. Bones is already standing up, and the muscles is coming on the bones day by day. You could see it. Close your mind's eye and see it. The muscles is coming on to the bones day by day. And the rest of the parts is going to come on as the Father see fit for them to come on, not your brother Cleo. He's the one that's running shop. Look at some more comments of observing deprogramming. If I didn't say shalom to you, shalom. They will try to accuse us of their extremist logo, which is popping up again, synagogue shooting recently. Hey, and you know what else? They do a lot of self-projecting with both sides of their paradigm, because they don't want truth. Now, critical race theory, as an example, is not taught in elementary schools or even schools at all. It's really mostly college. And if you ask them what CRT is, they can't really tell you, because what is CRT to begin with? If you're just telling history, then just tell history as far as what happened to us, but they don't want to hear it, because they know that the only reason why they came up is not by pulling themselves up by their bootstraps, like the beloved Malcolm said, but they got it from lying, stealing, cheating, and killing people, destroying. How the robots say, crush, kill, and destroy. For those of y'all lost in space, crush, kill, destroy. That's all they know. That's why they programmed the robot like that. I know I need to get saved, but that's a different conversation, right? Come on now. That's the only reason why you came up. Not because you were smart, because really most of the inventions we did, we came with them. We came with it. Let's see this comment. You just bitter seed thrower, and you don't have a born again heart, and you don't know Jesus. Con, I don't know that dude. You're right, sis. I don't know that dude. I don't know him at all.
I don't know that dude. Who is that?
That's the zigzag man. Hey, but
He's
listen,
like Charles Manson. I think he's Charles Manson.
Hey, listen, let me say this. As far as me not being born again or me being bitter, I'm not bitter, but I'll tell you this: I'll be the first one if I see my people on the street to shalom them and to say hello to them. I'll be the first one to smile at my people, not mug them, and be looking at them sideways like they're trying to beat me out of something. But I love my people first and foremost. And so it's not having a bitter spirit to care about my people, because a Chinese man care about China.
That's right.
An Italian care about Italy. The Mexicans and the people in South America care about Spain. The Yugoslavians that's over here care about Yugoslavia. Taiwan getting ready to rock out in a war with China. And if you say you Taiwan, they're not saying they China. They say we Taiwan. We Taiwanese. They care about their people. They put their people first. So how come I can't love my people? How come everybody get up in arms when I say I love my people so, and I care about my people first versus caring about all these other nations? That's in your DNA to have that slave mind. And I don't have that. Sorry. My parents was a little bit different. And I'm a little bit different. And so is everybody in this chat right now. They're a little bit different. We're not praying to your Jesus.
People
Go
get
ahead,
mad
bro. Rock out.
because
Go ahead.
people get mad. People get upset when it comes to I love my people. And when I like, when I be on Facebook or I get a message, you get them old messages where you got them Caucasian women seeing you stuff. I don't know about you. And I tell them straight up, I love my sisters. And they get mad when I say that.
Best on the earth.
Racist? I said, you can call it what you want, but I don't know how I could be racist when I'm not in power. I said, I just love my sister. I want my kids to look like me.
That's right. Let me read this comment. Check this comment out. Draw Christianity cold turkey. The broad gate. Somebody put that precept up. The broad gate to destruction. And many that go thereat. Somebody put that precept up for me, please. I could go get it myself. I prefer one of y'all to go get it. Let's keep reading. What's the broad gate? The broad gate to destruction. We know what that is. That's Christianity.
Yeah, let me get that. Yeah.
Miss Sultry Sound. This is the one I was looking for right here. This is it right here. Thank you, my Sultry Sound. Ask a Kazar, when have your people ever been enslaved and they let you know point blank? Never. Okay, so how are you the book? Mashiach prophesied what was going to happen to you. And when I say you, I mean the true people of the book. It's prophesied way in the beginning. Genesis 15, 12 through 15. Prophesied way in the beginning. Huh? When did you go through that? Shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. I had someone tell me that I take the Bible too little. Well, how you supposed to take it, Maria? Hope I pronounce your name right. How you supposed to take it? Was you supposed to spiritualize it? You spiritualize it and make Mashiach into an olive color. You make him into a green olive alien. That's what you do? You spiritualize it? Oh, yeah, he's clear. He's translucent. You spiritualize everything in the book, then you're not going to be able to understand it. Why don't you keep it literal? That's the best way to do it. Keep it literal. Because then there's no guesswork.
That's that Matthews. Let me put it up.
Bring it out. Pull it up. Bring it out.
Matthew 7:13. Matthew 7:13. Oh, somebody already put it up right here.
Oh, okay. Let me get down there and get to it. If they put it up, I'll get out. That's why I love when they put them up. They put them precepts up. And I'm so far behind on the comments.
Boy, I'm just mad. They had good hair. Whatever.
No, the fam is
prayer not to the sun. No.
Is Matthew 7:3 the one I want? Image of Shiloh.
7:13.
Matthew 7:3, 7:13.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zadok Yahoo. Matthew 7:10. Let me get it. Because I like to read it. Because I mean I could go get it myself. I'd rather have the family go get it. and then drop the whole precept in it, and then we could read it. We could rock out like that too. But they playing with Mashiach, talking about the fake people. 1948 is talking about he in hell boiling in human excrement. Come on now. That's not what Mashiach is at. You a liar. You a straight liar. And nothing about that will I believe. Never would. But they're gonna see though. They're gonna see in the future what he about when he come down. When he come down and smash on them. Matthew 7:13, verse 13 is I'm gonna throw my screen up because again, let me see if I could do this. If I know how to do this, let's go to StreetYard and then let's go to share, and we're gonna do that right there. And then we're going to go to the precept. Like reading these precepts. Y'all drop it in for me. We'll read it. Matthew 7:13. And tell me after I read it if you put a 1 up and you know who this is talking about. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in thereat. What is this precept talking about? You have a wide gate and a broad way. Put a 1 up if you know what it is. Matter of fact, put a 1 up in what you believe it is. Matter of fact, I'm going to put my 1 up right now. I believe I know what it is. I see a bunch of 1s up in there. I'm going to put my 1 up. And guess what? Guess what I believe it to be. Guess what I know that to be. That is talking about none other than 45,000 flavors of Christianity. I heard on this video, this one dude said, well, there's many Christianities.
He did.
Hey, listen, I'm not lying, bro. This dude said it, and I'm gonna bring it out because I'm gonna do another show on white evangelicals. I've been pulling some stuff together, and you can jump on there with me too, bro. Matter of fact, all the brothers can jump on there with me. Look at this here. Look at this here. That's 3 billion Christians. That's the ones they're gonna get in front of Mashiach and say, "Hey, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never knew you, or I knew you not." Well, didn't I prophesy in your name? Well, you was prophesying in somebody's name, but it wasn't me, because I don't know you. That's cold right there, but it's just. And here's the crazy thing. Islam came out of Catholicism, so it's all the same. Brother saying followers of the world.
He prophesies in somebody's name, huh? He lied in somebody's.
Listen, you lied in somebody's name. You took tithes in somebody's name. You done did all of this foolishness, and he gonna say, "I never knew you." Who he talking about? He talking about the broad gate to destruction. These people need to wake up. They better you better wake up before it get too late.
Here, how about these guys, these Gentiles waving a hand, knocking people down?
Sister, exactly. And here's the question, fam. And I ask this question all the time, and I'll probably ask it again today. So please forgive me, fam. But why on earth would I believe anything a heathen say when they fed me Christianity? Why would I believe anything a heathen got to say about the book? Why? That don't make no sense, fam. It don't make no sense. It makes zero sense at all. Let me see this, brother.
Antichrist in the world, and we see that a lot of antichrist, anti-Hamashiach. Anybody don't believe that the Hamashiach is of us, it's anti-Hamashiach.
That's book because you don't believe the record. Yeah. You don't believe the record.
Yeah.
That's simple. Check this comment out, bro. I want you to comment on this one because this is your field of expertise. You like messing with people. Don't mess with no people while you're on the show with me. No, I'm just playing. Mr. Barber Select, and peace and blessings to you. Shalom to you, brother. I've
I
seen
see.
these Christians scared
Yeah.
to debate Jehovah's Witnesses and run in the house, but they always want smoke with Israel. What you got to say about that, bro?
Hey, they better off debating Jehovah's Witness.
You have a better chance of winning.
Yeah, because Jehovah's Witness, they come to my house. No, it was. I'll take that back. It was Mormon came to my house since I've been in the truth. And when they came to my door, I said Joseph Smith, and they looked at me all.
You're wrong for that. You need
And
to
I
get
was
saved
like,
for that.
"Oh, so you mean to tell me Joseph Smith? He said he seen Jesus, then he said he seen the angel that gave him these tablets." They were like, "Yeah, you know about it." I said, "Yeah, but he said black people's cursed, and they went with the devil." Oh, well, down the years it changed. I said, "Well, how do a prophecy change?" And boy, they left off my porch so quick. But yeah, Jehovah's Witness, they they actually believe. I was quote unquote locked up before. Can y'all believe that? A black man locked up. Anyway, I was locked up back in 1997. And this Jehovah's Witness guy, well, was a black guy, and we would pray together. I was a Christian then, Christos. And wherever I prayed, and I would pray in the name of Jesus, he'd be like, "Don't say that, don't say that." And I was like, "Well, why?" He said, "Because you putting Jesus over the Father." I'm like, "No, I'm not." He said, "Yes." He said, "Pray in the name of Jehovah." And I said, "No, you pray in the name of Jehovah. I pray in the name of Jesus." Long story short, we both was wrong. But
right?
His theory, what he told me, that they believe that Jesus and Michael is the same. And Jesus was no more than an angel, a messenger. That's it.
Man,
That's what
bro.
they believe. So yes, if you debating Jehovah's Witness, they easy to debate. You want to, and they want to run the Israelites. They crazy. I like, hey, send them over here. I tell you that.
Hey, listen, I'll say this. On the real, the people in this chat and the people that come on this channel, they know this book. And matter of fact, they know it now better than any time they have in their life, because they done been awoke to that they the people of the book. So now it makes even more sense. So you don't want to get into a match with Israel right now, because you will get cracked over the head with this book all the way to the white meat. Cindy Carr, I'm gonna read this last comment, fam, and then we're gonna sign off. I don't understand why so many of our people still don't want to be as chosen. Yeah, it's like they want to be, they prefer, if you had a choice to be, this is a question. If you had a choice to be the Father's chosen according to the book, or you could continue to be a Christian, which would you choose if you had a choice in the matter, right? Which we don't have a choice in the matter,
Oh,
because
I like that.
this bloodline. Go ahead, bro.
I like that. I gotta use that one. I'm gonna use that one.
That came from the comments. So listen here, fam. We about to sign off. Born Ball, stop it. That's all I'm gonna tell you, sis.
Oh,
Stop it.
look,
We
bring it again.
yeah, Born Ball be throwing hair
Hey, you
grenades,
know what,
C4, Semtex. Go ahead, bro.
Brother Cleo? Last night we had a good time. I was on my. Oh yeah, they finally let me back online. So Born Bo and the brother from Australia, I believe, came on, and
Oh
we
yeah,
was
Ralph
talking
Wolf.
about who?
Ralph Wolf.
Yeah, referral. And we was talking about after the 400 years, and it was really good, really good. So they came on with me. It was really good last night, and it actually ties into what we're talking about today. Except we are talking about what's going on with us, and I want to get this point across before we get off here. The more that we get out of this system of Democrat, Republican, Christianity, Islam, and all that, our deliverance is going to come sooner. We need to get out of this. Whatever the time it is, it's going to come. I'm pretty sure once we get out of all this mess, whatever number the Most High gonna pick of us, but we need to get out of that. That's one of the things we need to let go. So have we left America? I mean, America ain't going nowhere. It's going backwards. We know that. We definitely have to leave this system. That's where we have to leave.
Yes, yes, I believe that entirely. One of the things that I'm happy for Israel, that Israel has, and I said it earlier and I'll say it again, that we've got out of the idea that we've forgiven everybody for the heinous acts that they've been doing to us and that they continue to do to us. We're not forgiving you for that. If you do something to one of our people, I hope you get the needle. Matter of fact, if Dylan Roof, here's justice for me. Dylan Roof should have got the needle, and 8 of his relatives should have got the needle also. That's justice. That's what the book say, eye for an eye. He killed 9 of our people. 9 of his people should have got the needle, and they should have put it on channel 0. So that's one thing I'm grateful. And another thing I'm grateful with Israel is that we didn't stop praying for this nation, and we crying out.
That's right.
We're doing Deuteronomy 30. Y'all remember, if you don't know them by heart, remember the blessings and the curses. Remember Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. Because ADL you just saw on the ADL say, well, they know the Israelites know that they 28 15 through 68, they had that down cold. And I didn't even read that the first time I read the article. They got us down cold. They've been studying. So fam, listen, we're about to sign off. We love you, and I'm gonna do we're gonna have another show where we cover the white evangelicals, because I done found some stuff that will blow y'all mind, and it's gonna be crack ups for y'all, because y'all Jabroni, I'm gonna give you the last word on the screen. Y'all it's gonna be some hilarity and crack ups, but when we say America has gone away backwards, America is in bad case right now. And the only thing that's keeping this thing afloat is because we here. Once we out of here, or during while we seeing it crumble and be dismantled, once we out of here, oh my goodness, I don't want to be here. So peace and blessings to you all, family. I love you, and we are out of here.
Shalom.